Today we're going to read the story Maple. All right? Have any of y'all ever heard of the word maple? Yeah? Okay. This is the front of the book. So what do y'all see on here?
A tree, the girl, and the title in the back.
Yeah, and then look at the back.
Snow,
Snowing with the tree with no leaves.
sun,
So it's kind of the same thing. What do they have? What do they both have?
Trees.
The tree and the little girl?
Yeah.
But what's the difference between the trees?
Snow. They don't have no leaves on that one. That one has grass.
One does have a leaf.
Snow.
This one is full of leaves because it's probably in the summertime. And this one does not have any leaves because it's in
The winter.
the winter.
Looks
Very
like
good.
January.
Different seasons.
That's why squirrels is connected.
Okay, let's start reading the book. Maple. Maple loved her name. When she was still a whisper, her parents planted a tiny tree in her honor. And even though Flavia, Millie Jane, Lena, Lily, and Constance were all good names, Maple was the perfect fit.
Excuse me, Miss Rogers.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you send Luke Fontenelle to the office for a bit?
I can. Thank you.
Thank you.
And as Maple grew, so did her tree. So right here, they're both little. She's a baby and her tree's still little. And right here, they've gotten bigger. Sometimes when Maple was noisy, which was a lot, her parents sent her outside to play. Her tree didn't mind if she was loud. Maple would sing to her tree and sway for her tree, and sometimes even pretend to be a tree. And look, she's pretending to be a tree right here. She has some leaves in her hair.
And when's that color?
She has a leaf in her mouth and she's swaying like the tree sways in the wind. So she sings with her tree, she sways, and sometimes she pretends to be a tree.
She sure do love that tree.
Yes, she does. On some days, when the wind was just right, Maple would simply lie under her tree, and its leaves would dance for her. So the wind would blow, and she would say the leaves were dancing. Then one day, Maple noticed her tree was bare. Maple was worried her tree might get cold. So Maple took off her jacket and gave it to her tree to stay warm.
Then she's gonna get cold.
Probably so, huh? So this is when the seasons are changing.
But she didn't know it.
All the leaves are falling off, so it's probably fall time. Sometimes Maple wished she had someone else to play with. The tree wasn't very good at throwing snowballs. She wondered if the tree felt the same way. So Maple introduced her tree to a friend. That's the friend. That friendship didn't last very long. Why not?
Because the sun came out and it melted.
It melted the little snowman she made. But Maple and her tree still had each other. So what do y'all think? They're probably what? Best friends, huh? Her and her tree?
Yeah, she's
Through winter and spring.
Rogers, I need the paper.
Springtime's coming and the leaves are starting to grow back on the tree. Then one day something surprising happened. What do y'all see right here?
Another tree.
That's what it looks like. Let's see.
That's acorn from the squirrel.
Then something really surprising happened.
baby. Baby's going.
That's her mommy.
What's her baby?
Maple became a big sister. Maple tried to be a good big sister. If the baby was cold, Maple gave the baby her hat and gloves. If the baby was lonely, Maple would share her special friends. That's her little toys she would share with her baby. But Maple couldn't always make the baby happy. Because sometimes babies like to cry.
Or smile.
Sometimes they do smile too. And when the baby was noisy, which was a lot, Maple would take her outside to play. And something magical happened.
Going. Another tree.
Maple's tree danced for both of them. So they're laying down like
Baby
Maple used to
birds.
do.
Baby birds in the egg.
They do have some eggs right there in a what?
Nest.
In a nest.
What is that thing? Oh, yeah, have two trees. A butterfly. And there's two trees.
A bunch of leaves. And there was just enough room under the tree for Maple and her little sister, Willow.
What's the little tree gonna be called?
So,
The little tree is gonna be the little baby's tree.
exactly. And this right here is called a maple tree. So Maple and her tree have the same name. And her baby sister, Willow, has what kind of tree you think planted?
willow.
A
A willow tree.
A willow tree. So they have Maple and her maple tree, and Willow and her willow tree.
So there's like special cases with their special trees.
Yep, that's what their parents
I
did
like that
for 'em.
book.
Sometimes your parents might plant an apple tree whenever you're born, and
So
it'll
it's
grow
gonna
with
be
you.
an apple tree. My mama tree.
If she would have named you Apple.
My mom called me Caden because I look like a Caden.
Okay.
Yeah, I look like a Caden. You just look like a boy.
Does anybody have any questions about this book? They probably do look alike, yeah?
Why she likes that tree so much?
Well, do any of y'all have a favorite toy or animal?
I have a favorite.
you see, maybe
tree.
y'all
It is a big giant
down.
And I have a favorite tree.
Maybe Maple loves her tree like y'all love y'all pets
I love my tree.
and your toys.
I love my pet. Or food. I love my sisters. I love my tree. Mine is a mud. And her name is Stella. I love fun.